Blog show. Blog show.
Welcome to the Blog Show, your weekly trip across the sports blogiverse. I'm your captain, Jamie Mottram. This is your other captain, Dan Steinberg.
That's right. And you know, Jamie, I've always thought that one of the most unseemly parts of the sports blogosphere was the incredible reliance on pictures of scantily clad women.
Inconvenient for you, because Anna Rawson, 26-year-old golfer / model, qualified for the LPGA Tour this week. The story emanated on golfnow.com, and it quickly spread across the blogosphere.
That's right. And she sent, I guess, a thank you note to all of her fans on her MySpace page, and she thanked all those who were pulling for me, which I thought was sweet.
Well, the sports blogging community is a largely male demographic. It skews male, so she may be the sexiest athlete of the moment, but she's certainly not the sexiest athlete's wife. That honor goes to Jeff Garcia's wife.
A whole separate category, that's right.
According to Fan House, they picked up this story from Co-Ed magazine.
Yeah, and some of the other athletes whose wives were involved in this esteemed competition include Scott Pasednik, Tiger Woods, Peter Crouch, Mark Kotsay, Peja Stojakovic.
The elusive Mark Kotsay wife, Jamie Kotsay.
That's right.
Anyways, hopefully Jason Campbell and Miss DC can tie the knot at some time, end up on this list in the future. Just crazy kids.
All right. I suppose so.
Well, speaking of sexy wives,
let's turn this to the guys
quarterbacks. Let's take it to an expert on the subject, Roger Staubach.
You interviewed Joe Namath. Everyone in the world compares me to Joe Namath, you know, as far as, you know, the idea of off the field. He's single, bachelor swing, and I'm married and family, and, you know, he's having all the fun. And, you know, I enjoy sex as much as Joe Namath.
And we saw that video of old Roger Staubach from Deuce of Davenport. And Jamie, I guess I was curious. He says that he enjoys sex as much as Joe Namath. Do you enjoy sex as much as Joe
Namath? I would hope so, but I mean, what do you expect? I'm a blogger, not a, you know, world-renowned quarterback.
I just don't know how you can really quantify like the enjoyment level, but he seemed pretty confident
it's all pretty good.
That he does, in fact, enjoy it quite as much. And, you know, speaking of quarterbacks, I mentioned at the top that I'm a little uncomfortable with all these pictures of scantily clad women. Why aren't there more scantily clad men? Here's a scantily clad man from 1978.
Fair and balanced.
This is Joe Theismann. Washingtonian did a recent cover story on him, and they uncovered this old cover of a bearing it all Joe Theismann.
Yeah, Washington. We couldn't even resist because it was so sexy, and we had to do this for the ladies.
That's right.
Because not only in 1978, bare-chested Joe Theismann with the feathered hair, but also today, 2007, with the shirt fully unbuttoned, just giving you a little taste.
Just that little kind of hint of skin. Very, very tempting. I liked on the cover where it said that he's almost as cute as Redford, because I personally believe that right now he's almost as cute as Kornheiser.
All right, let's bring it back to the man of the moment in Washington, under center for the Redskins, is Todd Collins. He got the win against Chicago on Thursday night. He's been the inspiration on a number of levels for some stuff going on out there in the blogosphere. First up, Todd Collins, the movie, an inconvenient truth-style documentary slideshow talking about his career to date. I really particularly enjoyed the 1995 Bills rookie card, Todd Collins.
Yes, he looks happy.
The posed leaping photo.
I think he looks very happy.
Quite nice
in that picture. You know, my parents, when they used to play, I think, Parcheesi back in the day, they would drink Tom Collins, the drink. And I understand that you have a creation.
Well, yes, talked about this on MrIrrelevant.com. During the game, I was watching, rooting for the Redskins, drinking bourbon and ginger. Campbell goes down, woe is me. In comes Collins, 2 touchdown passes and a victory later. The bourbon and ginger is now known as the Todd Collins.
Have you ever had an actual Tom Collins?
Oh, once in college.
Okay.
Killer hangover.
There's also a Todd Collins blog, and I should point out that it might not be written by the actual Todd Collins or Tom Collins or either of them, I guess, but it was kind of dormant for the month of November, only 2 posts, and then it went crazy during that game against the Bears with 8 posts. He was kind of live blogging his own game, which was great.
It's worth reading. You pick up some tidbits about Todd Collins, like he's had the Alcindor's playbook memorized for 7 seasons now, so he doesn't even have to practice.
And I like how after the game he was going to celebrate with a chocolate fondue fountain at the Cheesecake Factory.
There's also something about a hot tub and Smoodalicious, but then we realized it definitely wasn't Todd Collins. All right, switching gears for a minute, we're going to have a blog show first here. It's blog show
Very
correspondence reviewing last week's YouTube of the week, GillTV.com.
What's up, everybody? I'm Dominic McGuire.
I'm Nick Young, a.k.a. Bean Burrito.
And we're the special correspondents on the blog show today.
It's time for us to paint the White House black.
Oh, man.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, man.
Hey, hold on.
Did you think he was a good actor?
Yeah, he was pretty cool. He won't make no blog shows with us. But yeah, you know, for his YouTube appearance, that was pretty cool.
What would make you want to buy his shoes?
I would support Gil just because he's Gilbert Arenas, you know. But
the commercial had nothing to do with it. The shoes was nice at the end, though.
But it would have been a cool commercial on TV, I think, though. It's different.
bang-up job there by Nick Young and Dominic McGuire of the Washington Wizards. And you know what I have a problem with is that the Blog Show correspondent's wardrobe consists of fur coats, while the Blog Show host wardrobe consists of $4 T-shirts with iron-on letters.
You're saying we made them look bad?
Well, I mean, we are the hosts, right?
Well, anyhow, I guess we'd like to thank our correspondents for helping us and encourage you to check out their vlog, their video blog over at Washington Wizards.
Wave of the future. The rookies are vlogging. Elsewhere on the NBA rookie front, Kevin Durant might be this year's Rookie of the Year. An NBA blog, The Blowtorch, has set out to give Kevin Durant a nickname. So he ran a poll on his site over the course of 2 weeks, and the users have responded. The fans have voted Kid Delicious as Kevin Durant's moniker.
That's right. There were 13 names up for grabs. There were 1,200 votes, and Kid Delicious, I guess, is an homage to some pool player I've never heard of.
I think it was a boxer, maybe. Anyways, now it's Kevin Durant.
Cricket player, maybe?
Perhaps, but it's nothing to a baller. But, I mean, the others are kind of weak. I mean, Daggers, that's Steve Buckhance's call here in D.C.
Mr. Good Things was third place.
That wasn't bad.
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, but we'd like to give Nick Young a nickname because he's quickly endeared himself to the Washington basketball faithful. We've been campaigning for him on this program to participate in the slam dunk contest. We've thrown a couple names out there. So we want our listeners, our viewers, to decide which one is the one.
And you can vote for this on the DC Sports Blog or on Mr. Irrelevant. We have 5 choices: Bean Burrito, which is Nick's own choice; Little Zero, which I think Nick also said has been used; Skywalker, The City, reference to his initials; and Young Hollywood.
I like The City a little bit. Bean Burrito, though, I don't like the fact that he's picked up on that. What does that have to do with anything, Bean Burrito?
He says that all the great ones have been called Burrito over the years. He says that Michael Jordan was secretly called Black Bean Burrito because his head looked like a black bean.
Well, that's not bad at all.
Not sure if it's true or not, but speaking of Nick Young, we did want to kind of campaign for him to get in the slam dunk contest,
yes.
and this is kind of like a sample dunk that he might want to try out if he does make it to that contest.
It's insane. What do you say about something like that? Do you believe that?
We get up on
We saw that one on TrueHoop.com, and you might have noticed Darius Miles there looking a little perplexed. I'm not sure what he was doing there. I don't know that he knows what he was doing there, but he definitely threw the sign out to the tramp dunker.
Seemed really at a complete loss for words there.
Well, Dan, you may have noticed that my T-shirt says Stephen A. Smells. And that's because America Online, in concert with AwfulAnnouncing.com, they ran a Worst Announcers in America bracket over the last few weeks, maybe a month, and Stephen A. Smith won the tournament hands down.
Yeah, who did he beat in the finals?
I think it was Lee Corso in the final, which is a big mismatch.
Very impressive. I mean, 80,000 voters, so he really does have the mandate of the people.
Right.
And we should say that Stephen A. also kind of made news this week, and it kind of blows my mind, the irony here, because he made this news about hating bloggers by talking to a blogger.
Right.
This was like an Inside SoCal blog.
Yeah, the blog was further off the wall.
That's right. And some of the things he said were really kind of damning. He said that someone with no training should not be allowed to have any kind of format whatsoever to disseminate to the masses to the level which they can. They are not trained, not experts. And, you know, I just think I've got like the perfect response to the not experts challenge.
What's that? Very nice. I think we've completely proven them wrong over the last 8 minutes that bloggers should be able to have an opinion when it comes to the world of sports.
That's right. Plus, we have funny videos.
Yes, and that does it for Blog Show 31. Speaking of funny videos, before you go, the YouTube of the week via deuceofdavenport.com. Once again, it's the mid-1980s Rangers for Sassoon jeans.
Blog Show was brought to you by the good people at Senate Insurance.
Kiss my bumper. Just kiss it.